I work at an office and every day I have to look presentable, like I have to try, even though sometimes like I really don't want to. So I figured I would show how I do my makeup to work at a law firm. So a lot of the things that I'm going to use are drugstore makeup. A lot of the things are inexpensive. I don't really use a lot of high-end makeup because even though I love doing my makeup, I can't commit to like expensive ass makeup. Like I just can't do it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my makeup. Hopefully you like it. Then I'm going to do some homework because that's really what I'm procrastinating on right now. Anyways, let's get started. So I use these reusable sponges. I don't like using beauty sponges because honestly, when they first were like being really big, I tried it, not with an actual one, but I got like a drugstore brand. I think I got the Real Techniques one. I think. And it broke me out. Like within not even 3 days, I started breaking out bad. And I don't have like bad skin. Like I don't usually tend to get breakouts. Like I get blackheads and like stuff like that. But luckily I don't really get a lot of breakouts. And I was right, all this right here. Like I didn't even go like this. So what I do is I take one of the little sponges and I damp it a little. You don't want it too damp where it's like dripping because then it's gonna mess everything up. Then I already washed my face. I already put moisturizer on it. I use lotion, like Pond's like face lotion. Again, it's all like just drugstore basics. I do not use high-end serums and all this extra stuff. I don't. I probably should though, right? But I don't. So I start off with my foundation. I'm going to use the True Match foundation. I love it. I tried different ones. Like I tried this one, the Super Stay one. And honestly, I finished it because I just kept procrastinating on going and getting a different foundation. But I like the True Match. It just never does me wrong. So I take my finger. I always put some on my hand. And I just put it on my face like that. All over my face. This is what I do every morning for work. Then I blend it out with the sponge. Next, I go in with concealer. I am using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I usually just go like this and like this. I don't really do anything crazy. Then I take my sponge and I use the opposite side of my foundation. This is my foundation side. Like, see how like gross it looks? I don't know. I can't use a beauty blender. Like, maybe it's all in my head. I mean, it probably is all in my head, but so next I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild contour stick. I've never used contour sticks. I always use powder. So I've used it twice now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand the difference. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me know if I am, because I need help sometimes. So I am literally going to do what I've seen people do. But this is what I do with my, with my powder, because usually I'll do my powder. My one thing though that I always try to do is my nose, because I have a big nose. I feel like I have a big nose. So I always contour my nose. I'm trying to look like them filters, that filter on Instagram that makes you look snatched. Alright, so then I go back in with my handy dandy sponge and I blend that out. So after I do my makeup, I'm going to do a whole bunch of homework. But makeup motivates me. It really makes me feel good. Like, going to add a little bit more to my nose, just because I feel like I need it a little bit more snatched. And I just blend it out. If I could get plastic surgery, and I've thought about this, if I could get plastic surgery, I would get my nose done. Yep. Next, I just go in with a little bit there. And usually sometimes what I do is I'll fold it like this to blend. With powder. Okay, so next I go in with my powder. I am using, and I'm only showing the top because I have it open, the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. So that is what I'm going to use to set. Take my handy dandy sponge, dip it in my powder, and then I go and I set. Now, what I do is I actually set and I pat it down. I don't leave access on there. I just... My phone stopped recording. So I do the top of my eyes too, because I am really oily. Like, really oily, so I have to do the top of my eyes, or else like I get like lines, like really bad lines. So I set that in really good. I'm going to carve out my nose. I don't know why my phone stopped recording. That's weird. With my powder. Now this is what I do every morning for work. To go sit at a desk for 8 hours. You can tell I love it. Then this is where I'm really, really oily. My forehead, super oily. Like somebody about to fry something on my face oily. So then once I do that, I take a brush. I know. I take a brush. That's, you know, obviously I use it a couple times, but I take a brush and I go like this. I don't add anything to it. I just take all the extra powder that I already like have pounded on my face, and I just kind of go like that. And then I go like this because I'm not trying to have any crazy lines. Then I take a big brush, and for bronzer I use the L'Oreal Infallible. So then I take my bronzer on a big brush and I bronze my face up. So kind of like the the contour stick that I used gets a little lost with my setting powder, so I just bronze it up. Bronze it up, girl. Make me look like I'm going on vacation. Alright, and I put it down here. Again, because those lines, the last thing you want to see is you're about to pull into work and you got lines. Alright, so then, once that's nice and blended, I take a smaller brush and I do my nose again. Again, because I feel like it does get a little lost with the powder, my contour. And I always try to get my nose matched and I fail badly all the time. I still try, you know, I never give up, but I can never get my nose to be like super snatched. I don't know why. So I use that. And then I just kind of blend the sides out with that big brush. Just so I don't have horrible, crazy lines. Okay, next, I will take a brush and I will use some bronzer. The same one that I just put all over my face. And I will put it on my crease. So I just do all that all over my eyes. Well, actually, no, not all over my eyes, all over my crease. One, I do it because I get super oily, and if I don't, then I'm just gonna have the concealer lines, and that looks really bad. And two, I do it because I'm oily. So it's back to one, I guess. So then once I put that in my crease, I take a smaller brush, pencil brush, take the same one. If I'm feeling crazy, I'll do different shadows. Like I have this Kylie palette and I'll use like these main ones. I don't really use a lot of the black or anything, not for work. So then I use my bronzer again and I'll go under my lower lash line. This is like my given everyday look. Okay, so once I have that on both of my eyes, I take my big brush and I just take off the excess. Next, I am gonna take, this is the only not drugstore product I'm gonna use because I don't think I have, actually, I don't think I have a drugstore one. I think I have an e.l.f. one, but honestly, I'm not about to look for that right now. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I have not had my eyebrows done in over a month, so I have no shape to my brows. Like, can you see? Like, no shape whatsoever. So what I do is I brush them, because my hair, also besides the fact that I have no shape, my hairs go like this, like they go down. So I brush them. I'm gonna take eyebrow, what's the paint pot, or right? Pomade. I'm gonna use the Anastasia one because I have an e.l.f. one and I don't know where it is, but you know, same thing. So what I do is I hold my mirror, I put the cap of it between my fingers, I grab like a generous amount, I don't know if you can see, and then I put it on the cap. So I use the cap as my little tray and I smudge it on the brush, getting the brush completely straight, but with product. Then I'll go in and I'll draw the bottom line of my lash. I mean my eyebrow. What? I probably said lash a couple times, huh? Then I go in with some concealer and I just clean it up. And I brush through it, and now I got a brow. Yep. You can see all of these hairs. Yeah, girl, that's a good month's worth, okay? Oh no, girl. Then you kind of compare, and now I just gave myself some brows. Okay. Next is liner. Is there anyone else out there that's anal about their liner? Because, girl, I need everyone to get away from me for me to do this. Okay, let's try this again. I did my eyeliner off camera. I am using this Mexican mascara for my eyelashes because my eyelashes are completely down, and any other mascara that I have used, like drugstore mascara, drops them like drastically, and this one honestly keeps them up. So I do that. I do not wear false lashes to work. No, I just, first of all, I don't have patience for it. That would make me super late. And third of all, you know, I'm sitting at a desk all day. I just don't think, if you work at an office, then I don't think it's worth it. But if that's your vibe, go for it. So if you get mascara on your lid like I did here, I usually just take a brush with some of that bronzer or brown shadow, and I just go over that and just blend it in, just to get rid of it. Then I go in with this Great Lash mascara. It has a smaller comb, and I go over my bottom lashes. Then I take some eyebrow gel and just brush my brows. It helps get any additional powder that fell on your brows off and fix your hairs, especially mine, because mine are completely down. So it definitely helps make them look a little more fresh. Then I go in with some blush using this Wet n Wild brush, and then I just go up. So I learned on TikTok, if you do it right here, which is what I did, your face looks fatter. If you drag it up, your face looks more, and I believe it. So then I go in with my lipstick. Usually I'll use this lipstick. I know it's not drugstore, but I don't really have another different drugstore one. So this is what I use. I use the Kat Von D Lolita. It's my fave. I love it. And I do my lips. And then sometimes what I do, this is like legit like what I do. I take a lighter shade. This one is Muñeca. Oh, I never knew that was a name. And I just do it. In the center. Just to brighten it up a little bit. And then I usually take highlighter. Again, I failed with this one. I don't have a drugstore highlighter. So take a highlighter, and I usually put some on my nose. Again, to make my nose look a little more snatched. I don't put highlighter up here because that's just, again, too shimmery for me, and I'm going to work, so I don't care about being super shiny. So yeah, this is usually what my work makeup will look like. It's very simple, you know, professional. I don't overline my lips way too much because you don't want to be too much. And then usually I have my hair down every day. either curly or straight. It really depends on your vibe. I'm not going to do a whole outfit because I already got in comfy clothes, but this is usually what I do for an office makeup everyday look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope some of it was maybe helpful or entertaining. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and like, share, subscribe. I will be back with more random videos of things that I just am doing and probably doing to procrastinate on homework. But I'm about to go do some homework, make myself a coffee,